my son was trying to do was get home. Yeah. That's all he tried to do, was come home.
A heartbroken mother who will never see her son alive again. The family of Tyre Nichols and their attorney, Ben Crump, now have the images of what led to Tyre's death in their heads.
They held a press conference at Mount Olive Cathedral CME Church in Memphis today after viewing video of the traffic stop. Our Brittany Moncrief was at that presser. She joins us now at City Hall with more on what that video showed. Brittany.
Pepper and Rudy, 1 to 2 weeks. That's how long the city of Memphis asked Tyre Nichols' family to give them before they release that video to the public. And the family did agree. We've also been told that there are multiple videos that they are reviewing in this investigation. But here's what we know so far. The family's attorney, Ben Crump, says that Tyre was pepper sprayed, tased, kicked, restrained, and beaten. They say that he was on his way home when he was pulled over by police. They were in their Memphis blue uniforms and police vehicles, but some of those vehicles were unmarked. Tyre's father also said that Tyre feared for his life, which is why he ran from police, and says that is apparent in the video. Tyre could be heard on camera asking, "What did I do?" And he also said, "I'm just trying to get home." Attorney Crump and his staff compared the way Tyre was beaten to the video of police beating Rodney King in the 1990s.
But let me tell you what he was in that video. He was defenseless the entire time. He was a human piñata for those police officers. It was an unadulterated, unabashed, nonstop beating of this young boy for 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
That is what we saw in that video.
And as attorneys and Tyre's family spoke, I can tell you that you could just feel the chills going through that sanctuary, to the point where even some of the audience members responded in outbursts of shock. Tyre's mother and father said that he was less than 80 yards away from his home when he was beaten. And they say Tyre's last words were to calling out to his mother 3 times. Rudy and Pepper.
All right, Brittany, thanks a lot. Well, Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy speaking just moments ago about the family's press conference and what comes next from his office.
And as to the timing of the release, I can simply say that we're trying to expedite our investigation as much as possible so that we can release the video publicly as soon as possible without compromising the integrity of that investigation.
Nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody. But he was damn near, okay? I know everybody say they, mothers say they had a good son, everybody's son is good, but my son, he actually was a good boy.
A skater and a good man who loved his mom. That's how Tyre's parents described him today. Tyre was the youngest of his siblings and lived with his parents. His mother said he got up every morning to go to Starbucks, and he would go to work with his dad at FedEx, and they went home almost every day for lunch. And when he didn't come home for lunch, he was busy working on his other passions.
He loved more than anything besides what they just mentioned is watching the sunset.
That's what he was.
Every day at lunch, if he didn't come home for lunch, he was at Shelby Farms watching the sunset. Taking pictures. That was his passion.
Tyre leaves behind a 4-year-old son.
And just to note, you were looking at video of Tyre on his skateboard just a moment ago. All right, now let's look at how we got here. Memphis police say on January 7th, officers stopped Nichols for reckless driving near Rains and Ross Road. Well, MPD says Nichols said he was short of breath after 2 confrontations with police. The TBI launched their internal investigation. Days later, on January 10th, Nichols died at St. Francis Hospital. On the 18th, the Department of Justice announced its civil rights investigation. And on Friday, the 20th, Memphis police fired 5 officers.
Which leads us to today, where Tyre's family and attorneys broke down that video. Police say the January 7th traffic stop happened at Ross and Rains. Now, at the press conference, his parents say the traffic stop actually happened just 3 houses from their home, which was just a few minutes away. His mother couldn't watch the first few minutes of video. We know there are multiple videos with audio, and we just learned 2 Memphis fire employees involved with caring for Tyre Nichols have been relieved of duty while they are being investigated.